Heat center Hassan Whiteside is all smiles during a victory over the Hawks on Tuesday that clinched a playoff spot for Miami. Daniel Avarella, Miami Herald, TNS Miami, finally. The Miami Heat can start looking at playoff positioning now, knowing no matter what happens, they will have a spot in the postseason. The Heat earned that right after scoring the final 11 points in a 101-98 victory over the lowly Hawks on Tuesday, preventing what would have been a disheartening loss. More satisfying is the Heat return to the playoffs after losing out a go on a tiebreaker. The bulk of the team that came back, we felt that the guys earned the opportunity to get another at it, and it's gratifying to see the team find a way to persevere, show some resilience to be able to get it done, Coach Erik Spoelstra said. So we're in, but hopey we're not stopping. We still have 4 games to continue to try to secure this. What is next for the Heat? When Spoelstra says secure this, he means the 6th seed. This much we know. The highest the Heat can realistically finish is 6th, which is where they sit this morning. The Heat, Wizards and Bucks all are 42-36 after the Wizards' 120-104 loss in Houston and the Bucks' 106-102 home victory over the Celtics on Tuesday. Each has 4 games remaining. The Heat, though, are in the best position, already having secured 2 tiebreakers, and leading in a third. If the 3 teams finish with the same record, the first tiebreaker is the better record head-to-head among the 3 teams. The Heat are 5-2, the Wizards are 4-4, the Bucks are 2-5. In that case, the Heat would be 6th, the Wizards 7th and the Bucks 8th. Miami owns the tiebreaker over Milwaukee by virtue of sweeping the 3-game series. Because the Heat and Wizards splitted their 4 games, that tiebreaker likely will come down to their records in the Southeast Division. Miami is 10-5, Washington is 8-6. The Heat have 1 division game remaining, tonight at Atlanta, and a victory will clinch the tiebreaker over the Wizards. Washington has division games remaining at home against Atlanta and at Orlando. Here are the remaining schedules for the 3 teams: Miami, at Atlanta, at New York, OKC, Toronto. Washington, at Cleveland, Atlanta, Boston, at Orlando. Milwaukee, Brooklyn, at New York, Orlando, at Philadelphia. All 3 teams have 2 home and 2 on the road. But the Bucks have just 1 game remaining against a winning team, at the Sixers. So, what is the best landing spot when it comes to the opponent that still is yet to be determined? Toronto's lead over Boston for the best record in the East remains at 2 after both teams lost Tuesday. They play tonight in Toronto. If the Raptors hold on to the number 1 seed, then the conventional thinking is it is best to finish 7th to face the Celtics, who are battling serious injury issues and could be without guards Kyrie Irving and Marcus Smart for the first round. But that may only be if Cleveland is 3rd. If the Heat hold on to the 6th spot, that likely means a first-round matchup with either Cleveland or Philadelphia. Cleveland 48-30 holds a half-game lead over Philadelphia 47-30 and a 2-game lead over Indiana 46-32 for the number 3 seed. The Cavs and Sixers face each other Friday in Philadelphia. The Sixers have won 11 straight against a very favorable schedule, but that run has been tempered since All-Star center Joel Embiid had to undergo surgery last week to repair a left eye orbital fracture. Embiid's availability for the first round is uncertain. Suddenly, facing the Sixers without Embiid is much more appealing than having to play LeBron James and the team that has gone to the finals in each of the last 3s, despite the Cavs' uneven play this or even a beat-up Boston team. All of which means the Heat could have a lot to play for in the final week. Heat players, though, are prepared to face any team. "I'm not a calculated guy of who we're going to get," Goran Dragic said. "I don't mess with basketball gods. We just need to play and be ready. If you make some noise, you need to win against the best teams in this league, so it doesn't matter if you get them in the first or second round. You need to go through everybody, so why not play Cleveland well?" said James Johnson. "I like our chances with 7 games against anybody." A look at the rotation Heat coach Erik Spoelstra is expected to stick with for the playoffs. No foul on Dwayne Wade's final shot Saturday. Heat move on after last 2-minute report. Want more Heat news sent directly to your Facebook feed? Make sure to like our Heat Facebook page.